Good morning and welcome to Yownn Time, our free Saturday morning yoga class. Please subscribe and invite your friends to join. My name is Kendall and I'm going to be leading you for the next hour, so please enjoy. And here we go. So we're going to start by sitting on our knees, just like this. If this is really not comfortable for you, you can take a block and then take it between the feet and sit down on the block. So either way. And if this is also not comfortable, you can just sit with your feet folded. But try on your knees for a few minutes, either on the block or just sitting on the feet. Okay? So we're now going to take our shoulders down the back, chest up. Close the eyes for a moment, coming to the breath, breathing through the nose, just concentrating on the breath, grounding yourself to the here and the now. Good. Now we're going to start with a little Bastika breathing. We're going to inhale and bring the arms all the way up overhead. Then as we exhale, we're going to exhale through the nose and bring the arms down, just like this. Okay? So we're going to do all the breathing through the nose, and don't worry about the inhale, it'll happen naturally. So just concentrate on exhaling as we pull down with the arms. And we'll do it for a count of 20. So inhale and exhale to begin. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, and begin on the exhale. Back up, interlace the fingers and reach up, looking up. Inhale and exhale, come to the side, dropping the hand down and reach, palm down. Up, inhale, exhale, and come to the other side, and reach, palm down, arms straight, looking up. Good, and come back up, take the right hand to the left knee, and twist, looking behind you. And twist the other way. Good. And come back. and take the hands to the back of the head and take the chin to the chest, pushing down gently. And release, and take the hands to prayer, taking the fingertips to the chin, and look. Take the right hand and take the head to the right. And come back. And take the head to the left. And come back. And now slowly roll the head in a circle. Slowly, slowly. Inhale on one side. Exhale on the other. Now change direction. Good. And come back up. Now take the arms out in front of you. Take one arm over the other, hands together, and come to eagle arms. Squeezing the arms together and breathe. Good. And now we're going to try to bring our elbows up toward our face, reaching up with the arms and hold. Release, and take the other arm on top and come back to eagle arms on the other side. And squeeze. Good, and now bring the elbows up toward the face and hold. Good. And release. Now take the hands to the shoulders. We're going to take the elbows together and just do some circles. Good. One more. And that's good. And release. Good. And now we're going to come up onto our toes, so flipping the toes under, sitting on the heels. Good. Interlace the fingers behind you, and then reach down with the arm and look up, opening the chest. Reach down and hold. Looking back. Slowly come back, take the toes back, release the hands, and then you're going to walk your hands forward and take the head down for child's pose. Trying to sit back on the feet and breathe. Good. walk the hands back up, and we're going to take the feet in front of us and come into a, face a butterfly. So feet together, coming up and down a little bit. Now open the feet like a book. So just pulling them apart from the top and bring those knees down toward the mat. Pushing with your elbows. Good. And come back up. And now we're just going to straighten the right leg, keeping that left leg in. Good. Now we're just going to walk the hands forward. So don't worry about grabbing the toe. This is still a warm-up. You just want to fold forward over the leg from the hips. Feel the pull in the back of the leg. And hold. And now take the hand to the knee and twist. Looking behind you. Good. And come back. And we'll switch sides. So taking the left leg out, right leg in. And then we'll do the same thing. We're just going to walk the hands out and fold forward over the leg. Again, don't worry if you're just here, that's okay. As long as you can feel the pull in the hamstring, in the back of the leg. And hold. Good. And walk the hands back. Take the hand to the knee and twist. Good. And come back. Now we're going to bring both knees in and come up to our hands and knees. Okay? So for the hands and knees, you want to make sure that your knees are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. Okay? And we're going to start with a little cat-cow. So we're going to inhale and look up. Do an arch in the back. Exhale. Chin to chest. Navel to spine. Inhale. Looking up. Exhale. Round in the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Now come to a flat back, neutral spine. And then we're going to kick out with the right foot and the left arm. So kicking back with the right, reaching with the left arm, engaging the stomach muscles. And hold. Try to look just in front of you. Hold. Good. Now bend the knee and grab the toe back behind you, looking up. Kicking back with the foot as you grab with the hand. Good. And release. And we'll do the other side. So kicking back with the left leg, reaching forward with the right arm. And hold. Kicking, reaching. Good. Now bend the knee, grab the foot behind you, and kick back with that foot, looking up. So you're kicking and grabbing the foot at the same time. Good. And release. Coming back. We're going to come to the right leg. Just kick back with the right. Good. Now bend the knee, point the toe, and look up. So you want the sensation that the toe wants to touch the head. You should feel that in your back. And hold. Good. And come back down. And we'll do the other side. So kick back with the left, point the toe, bend the knee, toe pointing up, looking up, and hold. Feeling that in the back. Good. And come back down. And now we're going to come to the right arm, and we're going to reach up with the right, looking up. And then we're going to come down, and we're going to bring it between the arm and the leg, coming down onto the shoulder. Good. Then we're going to take the left hand, bring it all the way around back, and try to grab the leg, and look up, and hold. Good. Now release that left hand, push yourself back up, and we'll come to the other side. So reaching up with the left, coming all the way through between the arm and the leg, down onto the shoulder, and then taking that right arm, bringing it all the way around back, trying to grab for the leg, and look up. Good. And release the hand, bring it back down, and push up. Now we're going to walk the hands forward, extending the arms in front, and take the forehead down to the mat for puppy dog. So really extending the arms, even taking those fingertips into the floor to feel that in the shoulders and the upper back. And hold. Good. And now walk the hands back. Good. And then from here, we're going to flip the toes and push back into our downward facing dog. Good. It's our first down dog. So we're going to walk the feet. So take one heel down, one heel up. Good. Loosen up those calf muscles. Now take both heels down toward the mat. Even if your heels aren't touching, that's fine. And if it's too intense of a stretch, you can bend the knees just a little bit and push the head below the shoulders. Good. Now pick up the right leg. Hold for a moment, keeping the hips facing toward the mat. Bring the knee to the chest, and then bring your weight over your arms. So you see I'm holding the leg up, and my weight is in my hands. Good, hold this. Good, kick back up. And now this time take the foot all the way down between the hands. Taking the knee down and back. And then we're gonna hold, coming to our hips. Good, hands on the hips, knee over ankle. Good, and now we're gonna straighten that front leg. So we're just pivoting on the heel. We're going to bend, straighten, bend, and straighten. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. So keeping that leg straight, toe up, and hold. Trying to take the forehead to the knee. Good. Now bend once more. Take the hands to either side of the foot. Step back, high plank. Hold. Knees down. Sit back, keeping the hands where they are. Take the nose along the mat and come up. Cobra. Good. Come back down, flip the toes. Downward facing dog. Pushing back into the heels. And pick up the left leg. Hold. Now bring the knee to the chest and bring the weight over the hands. And hold. Keeping that knee as high as you can. Good. Kick back up. And this time bring the foot all the way through between the hands. And take the hands to the hips. And hold. Knee over ankle. Now we're just going to straighten the leg, just pivot on the heel, try not to move the foot, and bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Trying to take the forehead toward the knee. Good. Now bend the knee once more. Take the hands to either side and step back, high plank. Take the knees down, sitting back, and then take the nose along the mat, pushing up into cobra. Come back down, flip the toes, downward facing dog. Good. Now pick up the right leg. This time we're going to bend the knee and let the foot fall back behind us. looking up through the right armpit. So the idea is to have the hips, so not really here, but letting the hips open up, stacking on top of each other, looking up at the ceiling, letting gravity pull the foot down, and hold. Good. Now bring the foot back up, and then we're going to bend the knee, and we're going to take the knee between the hands for pigeon. Okay? You can take the foot, bring it up a little bit if you want more intense of a stretch. Make sure you're up on your hips. You don't want to be down like this. You want to be up on both hips. Good. So staying here. Come all the way up. Look up. And then walk the hands forward. And come down. Folding over the leg. Try to take your forehead to the mat. If you can't get the forehead, you can stack your fists and take your forehead to your fists. Your head should be able to relax. Folding down. Staying up on the hips. Don't go to one side or the other. Good. Walking the hands back. Now I want you to grab that back foot, holding onto the foot, and then come down onto the elbow and hold. Again, staying up on the hips. Good. And release the foot. Take the hands to the mat, to either side of the knee, and step back, high plank. From here, take your knees down, and this time just bending the elbows, lower yourself to the mat, pushing back up, come back down, flip the toes, downward facing dog. Good, pushing back with the hips. Pick up the left leg, and then bending the knee, let the foot fall back behind you, looking up through the left armpit, up at the ceiling, stacking the hips, and hold. Good. Now straighten the leg. And then bending the knee, take the knee between the hands, and then come up for your pigeon. Good. So now grab that foot. You can bring the foot up a little bit. You want more intense of a stretch. Staying on the hips. Come all the way up. Looking up. And then walk the hands forward. Coming down, folding forward. Taking the forehead down. And breathe. Again, make sure you're not to one side or the other. And now walk the hands back. We're going to grab that back leg and then fold forward onto the elbow and hold. Good. And release the foot. And take the hands to either side of the knee and step back. High plank. Good. Now I want you to come down onto your elbows. Low plank. Hold. I'm going to strengthen the core here. 10, 9, make sure your body's down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And you can come down. Now straighten the arms out. Staying on the elbows. Make sure the elbows are under the shoulders. And look up for Sphinx. And just take a couple breaths here. Recovering. Good. And now take the forehead to the mat. And we're going to take our hands next to our waist. So all the way down to the waist. Okay, feet together. Take a breath. And on the inhale, pushing up, looking up. Go up as high as you can, looking up. Good. And slowly bending the arms, come back down. Forehead to mat. And now taking the hands next to the shoulders. Elbows in. Take a breath. On the inhale, pushing up, looking up. Good. And slowly come back down. And now take the hands next to the ears. And when we come up, we're going to take the hands off the mat. So the hands and the chest. So take a breath. On the inhale. Come up. So bringing the hands up. Feet are still down. Chest up. And breathe. Good. And come back down. Now we'll do one last back bend. Interlace the fingers behind you. And then we come up. We're going to come up with the legs and the chest. So take a breath. On the inhale. Come up. So coming up with the chest. Reaching back with the arms. Come up with the legs. Try to get the thighs off the mat. Chest up, legs up. Reach and hold. Breathe. Good. And slowly come back down. Release the hands. Take the hands to the mat. Then you're going to push yourself back into a child's pose. So sit on the feet and take the head to the mat. If this isn't comfortable, feel free to do a wide-legged child's pose, so opening the knees and then coming down. It's often easier to get the head down and open the knees up. And breathe. Just recovering from the back bends, letting the back relax for a moment. Good. And now walk the hands back. And now we're going to step out to the side of the mat. So taking the toes off the mat, heels on, taking the elbows to the knees, hands to prayer, and hold. Just breathe here. Good. Now come up onto the toes and come up to standing. Bring the heels down. Heel, toe, the feet together. And we're going to walk to the top of the mat. Good. Take a breath here. Bend the knees and step back with the right foot into Warrior Two. And hold. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Foot is down. Looking in front. Straighten the leg, take the arm in back, flip the palm, and go. And come back, reaching forward, take the arm down, and look up for triangle. Again, you can use a block here if you need to. Just want to make sure that you're not bending forward and that the knee is straight. Good. Come back up. Take the hands to the hips. Rotate the hips forward. You can also take that back toe in a bit. Good. Take the right arm, reaching forward. Either take it down to the same spot on the mat, take it to your foot, and then reach up with the other arm for a twisting triangle. On the more advanced, you can take it all the way over to the other side of the foot. Looking up. Good. Come back. Inhale. Bring the arms up. Exhale. And we're going to fold forward over the leg. Good. Taking the forehead toward the knee. And hold. Good. Come back up. Take the hands to the heart. And step forward. And breathe. Good. Now we're going to bend the knees. Step back with the left leg. Open the arms to Warrior Two. And hold. Looking in front of you, coming down into the hips. Keeping that shoulder open, but don't go too far. You don't want to go past. You want to make sure just directly reaching up. Good. Come back up. Take the hands to the hips. Rotate the hips forward. You can also rotate the back toe in. Take the left arm. Reach forward with the left. Take it down. And reach up with the right for a twisting triangle. Again, you can put the hand down to the same side, bring it to the foot, or cross all the way over, and look up. Good. And slowly come back up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward over the leg. Forehead to knee. And hold. Good. Come back up. Take the hands to the heart. And step forward. And take a breath. Good. Now take the weight onto the left foot. Grab the right knee. And hold. chest up. Now take the hands to the hips, straighten the leg, and hold. Keep it nice and straight and strong, flexing the muscles. And now keeping it strong and straight, bring it all the way back behind you, and then keep it in one line with the body, bringing the body down, and hold. Coming parallel to the floor. You can either stay here, take the arms back, or take the arms forward for warrior 3. And hold. Good. And come back up. And breathe. Other side. Take the weight into the right. Grab the left knee. Hold. Take the hands to the hips. Straighten the leg. Flexing all the muscles in the leg. Flexing the toe back. And hold. Good. Now keeping the legs straight and strong. Bring it all the way back behind you. Keeping the balance. And then taking the body down. Leg and body in one straight line. And hold. Hands to the hips. Hands behind you. Or hands in front of you. Hold. Good. Taking the hands back to the hips. And come down. And breathe. Good. And then coming to the top of the mat. Come onto the toe. Bending the knees. Keeping the heels up, sit down. And balance here for a moment. And come down to seated. Good. So coming onto the seat bones, keeping the feet together. Inhale, exhale, folding forward. Again, if you need to use a strap, you take the strap around the feet, bend the elbows, and then coming forward with the chest. Not the head down, make sure the head is up. Keeping that back nice and flat. And hold. Good. Come back up. Take the right leg in. Hips toward the extended leg. Inhale, exhale, and fold down. Forehead to knee. Keeping that foot flexed. And come back up. Now we're going to pick up that leg and bring it toward us. So don't lean back too much. Bring the body toward the leg toward the body. Make sure the leg is straight, toe is flexed, and hold. Good. And slowly release the leg. And then take the right leg over the left. Inhale, exhale, and twist. Pushing the knee away and looking behind you. Twisting with the torso. Letting the neck follow. Release the leg and bring the left leg in. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Again, even with the one leg, you can also be using your strap. No worries. Good. And come up. Now we're going to pick up that leg and bring the leg toward the body toward the leg, and hold. Flexing the foot. Good. And slowly come back down. And take the left leg over the right. Knee up. Inhale, exhale, and twist. Pushing the knee away. Looking over your shoulder. Good. And come back. And now take the feet together. Back to our butterfly. Up and down. Open the feet. Pushing those knees down to the mat. Take your forehead to your toes. And now we're going to open our legs into a straddle. Okay? So open up as wide as you can. Then take your hand down in front of you and just push yourself a little bit deeper. So go as deep as you can until it starts to pull. When it starts to pull, you're good. You want to make sure you can feel it. Okay? Good. Now we're going to turn to the right side. Inhale. Exhale and fold to the right. Again, you can use a strap if you can't reach the feet. And hold. Good. Come back up. Turn toward the left. Inhale, exhale, and down. Come back up. Now I want you to take your right arm down, and we're going to take the left arm all the way over and try to grab the toes. It's okay if you're just here. Just hold for a nice side body stretch. Otherwise, if you can touch the toes, you can take the other hand and grab the side of the foot, and then look up. Good. Now we're going to flow to the other side. So take the left hand under, right hand over, and grab for the toes. And you can take that left hand and look up. Otherwise, if you're here, that's fine as well. Good. And come back up. Make sure you're still in a good straddle. And then we're going to walk our hands forward and fold forward. So come to where you can. If you're here, try to come to your elbows. If you're at your elbows, try to take your head down and just breathe. The trick with this is to come to where you are and breathe, and then try to go a little bit deeper and breathe. And try to go a little bit deeper. So just inching your way forward. Walk the hands back. Help yourself, bringing the legs together. And then we're going to face the front of the mat. And we'll take our feet up for a boat. Good. If this is too much, you can always have your hands down on the mat. Just care to keep your chest up. Hold. Take the hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And hold. And hug the knees in. And then we're going to roll. Make sure you have space behind you and roll onto your back. Hugging in those knees. Picking up the head, taking the nose to the knees. Good. Take the head back down. Good. And releasing the knees, grab the heels for a happy baby. Pushing those knees down to the mat. Legs at a 90 degree as you push the knees down. Good. Now bring the knees back together. And I want you to bring both knees to the left side of the mat and open the arm to the right, looking right. Keeping those shoulders on the mat. Back to center, and then bring the knees to the other side, looking right. Good. Come back to center. We're going to straighten the legs up, hold. Good. Now you can either stay here or you can push yourself up into a shoulder stand. Good. Come all the way up and hold. Walking your hands up your back. Good. Now take the right foot and try to touch it down over your head. And hold. Bring it back up and take the left leg down and hold. And bring it back up. Both feet up and breathe. Remember not to move your neck, just keep your neck and just concentrate on the breath. Good. Now take the legs halfway down, take your hands to the mat, pushing back, push with the hands to control as your back slowly comes down, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Use releasing the core. And also slowly, slowly coming down with the legs. Good. And now we're going to sit on our hands, taking the top of the head to the mat, looking behind you for a fish. Don't forget to point the toes. Make sure you're up on the arms, just touching the head down. Not much weight in the head at all. And breathe. Releasing the shoulders and the upper back. And now release the head, release the hands, bring the hands, palms up, let the toes fall open, and just breathe. Letting the muscles relax. On the inhale, I want you to bring your arms up over the top of your head. Inhale, stretch from the fingertips to the toes, stretching the whole body. Exhale and release. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, stretch the whole body, fingertips to toes. Exhale, release. And now bring the knees to the chest, hug the knees in, and rock side to side. Massaging the back. And then rock all the way to the right side of the mat. Take a breath here. And then push yourself up into a seated position. Whatever's comfortable for you. Taking the shoulders down the back, chest up, and come back to the breath. And just concentrate on the breath for a few moments. And with your final breath, thanking the body for the yoga session this morning. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me.